All right, boom. All right, great morning, each and every one of you beautiful, beautiful, beautiful faces. So we're here today doing a harmonic scanner training. I'm Chairman 10, Jazz Williams. I've been with I Am Mastery Academy now, going over a little over 2 years, and it's definitely been a journey on the business side and the trading side. And so, guys, I just want to give you guys some advice, some training, some things that has helped me throughout my journey when it comes to trading. And so what we're going to start is with the Harmonic Scanner. So to simply access the Harmonic Scanner, what I will have you guys do, and this is also being recorded, but guys, what I do is I go to im.center. And so this is just where I like to operate from. Some people go directly to the Harmonic Scanner, and there's a lot of ways to actually get to it. But the way I go is I'll log into im.center, and then to the left-hand side over here, you're going to click Strategies. Now, I will throw this in there. If you're using a tablet, you may not see the words, so it's going to be these double boxes that's stacked on top of each other. So, guys, you're going to just simply click on Strategies. And as you click on Strategies, and I know some of you guys already know this, but you're going to scroll down and you're going to click on Harmonics. And so once you click on Harmonics, it brings you to the Harmonic Scanner. And so this is where you're going to be able to get signals, take trades, and there are actually some pretty good trades that's happening right now. So this may be a Harmonic Scanner training with a twist. And what do I mean by that? We might call some trades depending on what it's looking like. Now, this is looking like a really good sell, to be honest, guys. So right now, if you want to take this trade, the stop loss is 0.85821. This is NZD CAD on the 15-minute time frame. You're looking at about a 6 pip stop loss, which is really great. This is a beautiful scalp. TP1 is 0.8570. Which is 4 or 5 pips from where price is right now. TP2 is 0.8564, which is about 10 pips from where price is right now. And then you have your TP3, and we're going to actually talk about TP3 and would you take that particular trade. So you don't have to take this trade, guys. It was just a trade that popped up. It was a fresh trade. It was there. Here's another, actually, this is a really good trade, EURJPY. And I'm going to share with you guys why I believe this is a good trade setup. So let's just get right to the training. So for those of you that's brand new, one of the ways that, let me just show you how to navigate this thing. So when you come to the Harmonic Scanner in the top right, you're going to have different time frames. So if you like to scalp, or if you want to get in and out of a trade, you know, go for smaller amounts of pips, then you have this 15-minute time frame right here. Then you have also the 1 hour. This is more so, you may get more so like intraday trades, which are trades that you'll hold for a few hours. And then you have the 4-hour time frame, which is sometimes they end up being like swing trades as well. So you may end up holding these for a few days. So I just want you guys to be aware of that as you're clicking on these different time frames. Also, you'll have different brokers over here as well that you can click on, and you can check the different broker and see if they have different trade setups than other brokers or whatnot. So you can see here you had the EURJPY trade set up on FX Choice. You have Hugo's Way. And just to clear some things up, you do not have to necessarily go to the broker that you're with. You know, so I know a lot of you may trade with Hugo's Way. So you don't have to always go to the Hugo's Way broker or whatnot. You can click on any broker. You're just looking for a nice setup that fits your particular trading style or your trading plan. So that's one thing. And then the second thing that I want to talk about is over here is where you're going to have your take profits. You're going to have your entries. And then also so here's a random fact, right? If you ever get on the Harmonic Scanner and you can't see the stop loss, you can just wiggle this and make it smaller like that, and you'll be able to see the stop loss, right? So sometimes you jump on, you can't necessarily see the stop loss itself or whatnot. And so that's the Harmonic Scanner, my friends, and that's how you kind of navigate it. You also will have your RSI over here. You can use it. You don't necessarily have to use it, but your RSI is over here, and it's really great. So one thing that I'm going to share with you guys that we do, and this is how we kind of trade the Harmonic Scanner with a twist. But so far, actually, before I go any further, did that make sense? Sorry, what trade was that? Sorry, Dr. Miller. That was EUR-JPY. No, it wasn't EUR-JPY. You know what? Let's see if we can find it for you. Was it FX choice we on? I was moving so fast, I'll be honest, I don't even remember. Oh, here it is. It was NZD CAD. This is the one. It was NZD CAD. So far, hopefully, that part made sense. So now, here's how I decided to trade the Harmonic Scanner with a twist. So my background is I came up trading with Dr. Kathy Kirkland. And so she was my first mentor. She was the first person that actually taught me how to trade. So one of the things that she taught me was the cloud. And so when she taught me the cloud, it completely changed the way I traded. And so what I was thinking one day, like, yo, every trade that comes to the Harmonic Scanner. So I'm studying the academy. I was listening to a Christopher Terry video, and what he said was, you don't have to take every trade that comes to the Harmonic Scanner. And then I used to say that, and he said, you know, every trade is not going to be a great trade. And that's just true, because it spits out like over 200 trades a week, I think. And so obviously every trade is not going to be a good trade. So how do you determine whether it's a good trade or not? And so what we started doing was I said, hey, what if I put the cloud on to the, what if I put the cloud onto the Harmonic Scanner? Then it'll help me determine whether or not I should actually take certain trades. And that's what I'm about to teach you guys and break down. One other thing I will share with you guys. So the way I teach brand new traders, if they're selling or buying with the Harmonic Scanner, is by utilizing the D. If the D is at the top, you're looking to sell, right? If the D is at the bottom, you're looking to buy. So when the D is at the bottom, you want to buy the market. When the D is at the top, you want to sell the market. So as you guys can see here, the D was at the bottom. Boom, you would have wanted to buy the market back up, right? And this is actually going to be a really beautiful trade to share with you guys on this particular training that we're about to do. Actually, I'm tripping. Oh yeah, y'all can't see my screen. Okay, great. If you guys can't see my screen for whatever reason, just let me know. So give me 1 second. I'm about to try to pull something up real quick. All right. So I'm finna share with you guys. I'm gonna share my screen, and we're gonna do this with a little twist. And so here's why, for me, I decided to throw the cloud onto my Harmonic Scanner. So most people, when they come into the game, they start trading, and then they get to this point where they're like, yo, I want to learn how to do trend lines, and I want to chart, and I want my charts to look pretty, and da-da-da-da-da. And they literally, I don't want to say waste time, but like they just go through this phase of wanting to know how to chart. And I think that's very respectful and respectable, and it's cool. But I just want to share with you guys that you can be a brand new week one trader and understand the gist of trading without having perfect charts. So like things that most people want to learn how to chart are things like downtrends, right? Higher highs and higher lows, uptrends. I'm sorry, downtrends, lower lows and lower highs, uptrends, higher highs and higher lows, trend lines. Like these are all things that people focus on trying to learn how to do. And I think these things are really dope. But guys, I want to share something with you that I learned from Dr. Kathy Kirkland, you know, a little over 2 years ago, and it's the Ichimoku Cloud. And this cloud literally has changed the way that I actually trade. And so being that it changed the way that I actually trade, I'm going to share. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Let's try this. right, so I'm about to share with you guys a few key facts about the cloud, and you don't have to know how to mark up your chart. So when it comes to the cloud, right, the cloud is going to be this shaded area that you guys see. So it's this shaded area right here, right? So hopefully everybody can see that. And what I want to share with you is, how do you use the cloud to determine an uptrend? Well, price, which are these green and red candles, anytime price is above the cloud, right? Above the cloud, it's an overall buy. And I promise you guys I'm going somewhere with this. Just stick with me. Anytime price is above the cloud, it's an overall buy, right? Anytime price is below the cloud, so again, remember, this is our cloud right here, and this is price, and price is actually below the cloud. And anytime price is below the cloud, it's a downtrend, and it's an overall sell. I didn't mean to write that on that particular screen. Here we go. So it's an overall sell. So far, hopefully this makes sense. Now, consolidation. How do you determine, or how do you find consolidation when using the cloud? Well, whenever price is inside of the cloud, as you guys can see right here, this is our cloud, that purple shaded area. And whenever price is inside the cloud, that's considered consolidation. So what do you mean? So, okay, what I mean is price isn't going anywhere. It's just consolidating, right? So what do you do when price is inside of the cloud? You don't touch it. You don't trade it, right? And these are just simple rules for the cloud. So now the next thing is support and resistance. So typically when we look at support, right, price is bouncing off of a certain area right here. So that would be considered support. So how do you determine support when it comes to the cloud? Well, the base of the cloud, or the borders, of the cloud, can sometimes be used as support and resistance. And so as you can see right in there, price is doing what? Bouncing off the cloud. The same thing we got here. So what would that be considered? Support. Right here, what was that? Support. Right here, price did not break below the cloud. What is that considered? Support. And it's just vice versa for resistance, where price may push up, bounce off, push up, bounce off. So now here you have an area of resistance, right? And so that can happen also with the cloud. And I'll show you guys an example of that. As far as your stop loss and your take profit, we don't have to worry about that, simply because the Harmonic Scanner is going to give us a stop loss and a take profit, and also is going to give us our entry techniques and stuff like that. But I just wanted to actually share this example with you guys. I wanted to share this example, not example, but I wanted to share that quick education on how the cloud works with you guys, so you now have a gist or understanding of the cloud. Now, this is going to take some practice. This is not something that you're going to be able to get onto one training and do and just get it. But I'm finna now piece everything together. This is a simple training, and I'll do it again too, guys. So here's the thing. Just remember, you gotta practice this, and you may not get it right the first week, 100%. You may not get it right the second week, 100%. But I do want you guys to see how we use it now. So now, coming into this, right? I pull up. Can everybody see my screen? The Harmonic Scanner. You guys can see it? Yes. Okay, great. So here we go. So now I need you guys to understand the psychology behind the trading. When I'm coming into this strategy, I'm only focused on two things. What is the Harmonic Scanner telling me, in the sense of, is it telling me to buy or sell? I'm trying to keep this as simple as possible. Why am I trying to keep this as simple as possible? Well, because network marketing is about duplication. It's not about how good you are. It's about how great you can make 500 other people. So I want to keep this simple, because I want the day one person who comes in to be able to do this that first week, right? So the first question I'm asking myself, is it a buy or a sell? Well, how do you know if it's a buy or a sell? Where's the D? Where's the D? Is it at the top or is it at the bottom? So that's the first question I'm going to ask myself, right? So now looking at this, I'm going to actually hide the cloud real quick. So where's the D in this example, which we already kind of discovered where the D was. the D's at the bottom. Whenever the D's at the bottom, we're looking to do what? Buy, right? When the D's at the bottom, we're looking to buy. So then my question becomes, like, how do you know which TP to go for? Should I go for TP1, TP2, TP3? So the second question that I'm going to ask myself is, what is the cloud telling me? That's it. Because see, everything else is already given. My entry is already given. My stop loss is already given. My take profit is already given. So it takes all the thinking out of it. I don't have to worry about the take profit and all of that. So now I'm going to pull up the cloud. And the first thing I'm going to identify is what is the overall direction of the cloud right now. So price, when this trade was called down here, price was what? Below the cloud. Anything below the cloud is an overall what? Sell. So this is telling me that this could be a potential pullback. So this might not be an overall buy. So the first question I'm going to ask myself in reference to the cloud is, am I going to take TP3? No. Why? Because TP3 is above the cloud. And everything above the cloud is an overall buy. And price will have to literally break above this cloud in order to go into a buy. So I'm not going to go for TP3. So TP3 is out of the question. So then I may say, hey, I'm either going to go for the safe bet, which is TP1, or I'm going to go for, if I'm risky, I'm going to go for TP2. And do you think it's a coincidence that this trade came right here to the border of the cloud and it bounced off of TP2? Because remember, what is the border of the clouds used for? Support and resistance. And if I was to actually throw, try not to get too crazy with this train, I want to keep it simple. But if I was to actually throw a support, I'm going to make it thick. But if I was to throw like a thick line here, you could see right in here, guys, where my support became resistance right there. Boom. Right. So long story short, if you were to take this trade, you could have entered maybe after this bullish engulfing candlestick here. That first TP, 11 pips, boom, in and out. If you went for TP2, 23 pips, in and out. You scalp, you made your money, and you're done. And so now hopefully that made sense. Again, you guys may have to go back and watch this recording. Let me look at the chat real quick. I don't want to get too far gone. How do you get the cloud to appear on your chart in the Harmonic Scanner? Okay, so the way you get the cloud, so I'm going to delete it and show you. So how you get the cloud is you come to indicators over here. You click on indicators, and in the search bar, you're just going to click cloud. And then I select it. And actually, if you select it twice, you can make it darker. I figured that out by mistake because it's on there twice. But yeah, that's it. So that's how you do that. Yes, that's what I wanted to know as well. Okay, boom. That makes sense. Boom, boom, boom. Happy tears because my trading just changed forever. I love it. All right, cool. So no major questions so far. All right, so now let's just go through a few examples because this is really simple. So let's go to a fresh trade. Let's just start fresh. It's early in the morning. The market's moving. So boom, right? Here we go. So NZD-CAD. This was the trade that was called. They called a sell. So the first question we're asking ourselves is what? What's the first question we're going to ask ourselves? Yes, I do keep the original settings on the cloud. Sean James, that's a great question. I'm glad you asked that, and I'm going to show you exactly why I keep the original. No, I don't change anything. I don't change nothing. Because truthfully, again, remember, for me, I'm thinking duplication. So I'm trying to take out as many steps as possible. So I don't really want to have a lot of steps because I don't want to confuse my new person. You know, like, I just don't want to confuse my new person. So let's go through this trade real quick, and then I'll show you guys why I don't like to change my settings. And I'm not saying that changing your settings is bad, but I need you guys to understand from my perspective, and I could be wrong, but when Dr. K changes her settings, it's for her ECC 11 strategy. And so like that strategy may require certain specific rules. And so with this particular strategy, I just keep it the same. Not saying that you can't change it. If you like those settings, absolutely. But like, this is just something I came up with on a whim. It made sense to me. And I just kept it really, really simple. So the first question, guys, when we pull up the Harmonic Scanner is, where's the D? So the D is at the top, and that's telling us that we need to look to do what? Buy or sell? Somebody show me some love in the chat. The D's at the top. So what are we doing? Thank you so much. Thank you so much. We're selling. That's right. So now I'm going to actually add the cloud on here. So we add the cloud. Because the question, the reason it's important to add the cloud is because then the question becomes, am I going to sell to TP1, TP2, TP3, or am I just not even going to bother it and touch it? So I'm going to add the cloud because I need some help. You know, like I'm not perfect. This is 15-minute time frame. I don't know the overall trend. I don't know what the daily looking like. So I need some help. So let me see what's happening. So boom, I'm going to throw the cloud on here. So first things first, what I'm going to do is I cancel out TP3. Why? Because it's below the cloud. And anything below the cloud is an overall sell, right? And so price, all of this is what? Most recent price right here is what? Above the cloud. So that's telling me that this is an overall buy. So being that this is an overall buy and the harmonic scanner is telling me to sell, I'm not trying to be in this for long. I'm trying to get in and get out. So I might go for TP1 or TP2 and I'm out, right? So that for me is how I'm deciding this particular trade setup. So boom, TP1 from what price is now is about 8 pips, and then TP2 is about 14 pips. And then that's it. For me, I'll be very transparent, guys. I love using higher time frames, like the 1 hour time frame, for example, like even here, right? So let's look at this particular trade. This trade was called back here. This is an older trade, and it was called back here, right? So looking at this trade, they called a buy because the D's at the bottom, but price is below the cloud. So even if I was to take this trade, actually I wouldn't have took this trade because what happened right here? Price was in the cloud. What do we do when price is in the cloud? We don't touch it. We wait for a breakout. Now I would have waited and I would have finally taken this trade once price broke out of the cloud right here. Why? Because this called a buy. It finally broke to the upside of the cloud. Anything above the cloud is an overall buy. So now I would have been confident to take this trade from TP1 to TP2 all the way up to TP3. And so this can help you from getting into trades too soon, having patience and waiting on a trade. It can truly help you with a lot. So let's go through a few setups right here. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful example. I love this. GBP NZD, the harmonic scanner calls a buy, right? Now, me personally, I'm not going to take this trade right at this moment. Why? Because price is where? In the cloud. So I want to make sure price doesn't break out to the bottom side of this cloud. So I may wait to see a bullish engulfing candlestick close above the cloud. Because I want to make sure, like, does that make sense? My bad, Montrese. I missed that question. We're going to have to go back to that example. Or we may have to unmute you so you can ask that question again, because I want to really make sure you get clarification before we jump off. So I'm just going to be patient and just wait right here. Let's look at another one, EUR-GBP. Now, this trade, I probably would actually take this trade. I wouldn't have taken it here. I just wouldn't have because it's just too close to the cloud for me, right? Like I want my trades to run. Like I want to know there's some room to actually make some money. So this one I probably wouldn't have took, truthfully. This trade right here, same flavor, prices above the cloud. If I did take this trade, I would have went for TP1, but like man, these trades have just been running. So let me share something else with you guys too when you're using this. When you actually take a trade, the D is at the top, so it's saying sell. Before I actually sell this, I want to make sure I have a bearish engulfing candlestick going into my favor. If these candlesticks still turning blue or green, I'm waiting. I'm waiting. So here was an example. This was a pretty good trade. They called it, boom. Went TP1, and TP1 would have been where I would have went on this particular trade. I would have definitely went for TP1. on this trade. TP2, no, why? Because it's in the cloud. TP3, below the cloud. Nope. So I would have for sure took this particular trade setup from wherever it was called up here, down here, over 60 pips, 66 pips, in and out. You could have made a whole lot of money on that. Let's look at a few more. Just trying to find like some good examples. We might have to do this training again to find some better examples. It is Monday, so what is this? USD CHF. Same flavor, guys. Like with this particular trade, if I took this trade, the most I would go for was TP1, and that's a stretch. Like TP1 was a stretch just because of where it is in relation to the cloud. But if price actually broke out of the cloud, I would have took it all the way up. But now you probably could look at this and say, okay, maybe this trade has already played out. It started pushing up. You know, now it's starting to come back down. Price is still below the cloud, but they called didn't mean to do that. Price is still below the cloud, right? They called a buy. The D is here at the bottom, so they called a buy. If you didn't take this buy from down here, when it was first called and it rallied over 30, 35 pips, I wouldn't take it now. So now it helps you from getting into bad trades, you know, a lot of stuff. This would have been a beautiful trade. This right here, this would have been the one I would have been looking for. CAD JPY. Why? Because everything lines up, right? Here we go. The D's at the top. So what is it saying? Oh, sell. Price is where? Above or below the cloud? It's below, which means it's an overall what? Sell. So you could have took this trade and confidently went for TP3 because everything lines up. So from where it was down to TP3, 57 pips. Just like that. Boom. Just like that. And that right there would have been a beautiful, beautiful trade setup. And that's it. Like, that's really it, guys. Like, that's how I'm using it. That's how I'm looking at it. I'm not overcomplicating it. And I'm just using, like, I'm telling you guys, man, like, for me, I've been really, really blessed to have some amazing mentors. But what Dr. K taught me when I first came into the game, like, it just never left me. And no matter how I trade, no matter what charts I'm on, I always use the cloud for just to help me, you know, make sure I'm making the right decision. Make sure do I need to stay in the trade? Do I need to get out of the trade? That's just what I use it for. So for me, that's how I'm using it. Let me see. Does anybody have any questions? I'm gonna give you. Let me unmute everybody, then I'm gonna mute everybody back. And so I just gave everybody the opportunity to unmute themselves. So if you have any questions, definitely unmute yourself. Ask your questions. Is that Dr. K? What up, Dr. K? Dr. K in the building. So guys, if you have any questions, unmute yourselves. Ask your questions before we jump off.
Hi, Jazz. It's Sheena here from Birmingham. How are you?
What up, homie? I'm doing great. How you doing?
I'm very good, thank you. I did want to ask a question. Like, do you trade, or is it ideal just to stick to your trading plan? And if you had a plan to, let's say, grow your account by, I don't know, 5% that particular day, but your trade went backwards, would you tend to just try go back in to recover, or you might leave it for that day and come back another day when your mindset might be better?
Yeah, you got it. You answered your question. That's exactly what I would do.
Thank you.
100%. I'll be very transparent with my trading. Guys, trading can be so up and down. You can have a good week and then a bad week, or a good day and then a bad day. And so I'll just be very transparent when it comes to me and my trading. I don't really set goals to like grow my account by a certain percentage. I just take what the market gives me. So I show up, I may jump onto a Dr. K session. I may jump onto a Harmonic Scanner session. And if the trades are there, I'm going to take it. If it's not there, I just leave it. But what I do, honestly, a lot of my foundation, and Dr. K may kill me because I'm just giving everything away, but a lot of my foundation is just everything that Dr. K taught me. So like when it comes to growing my accounts, you know, one of the things that I would suggest to anybody as a brand new trader, just to be very transparent, is don't over leverage and just scout like 5-10 pips, get in, get out. Unless you're trading with an educator, Like, here's my advice. This is just my personal advice, right? Because I've seen this work. It's worked for me. It's worked for tons of my friends. My wife is actually doing it right now. She's going through this spreadsheet where you can take $100 and you can grow it in 30 trades to $1,744. Now, I'm going to share with you guys how I use this and how my mindset is. So for me personally, my mindset is, okay, I got 30 trades. Let's just look at it like this, right? Like, I'm going to just I'm going to give y'all some game. So I might look at it like this. Say, for example, you get to a point where you can actually put $1,000 in, or more than 1,000, because you want to have breathing room. So say when you can put $5,000 in an account, right? You throw $5,000 in an account, you're going to trade on $1,000 spreadsheet. And so in 30 trades, you can grow that $1,000 to $17,000. So this is how I look at it. For me, I'm going to say, okay, 30 trades, 17 grand. Let's just say I make 15. Even if I do 10, I'm going to be real, very real. Man, if I could do that in a month, right? I think anybody, if they can make $15,000 to $17,000 in 30 days, that could change their life. Even if they can make $2,000 or whatever your number may be, it could change your life. So the way I go into the week is like this. I'm like, okay, week 1, I'm just looking to do 7 10-pip trades. That's it. 7 10-pip trades. So week 2, I'm looking to do 8, right? 8 10-pip trades. That's it. So now I'm 15 trades up and I'm 2 weeks in. And then week 3, 7 trades. Week 4, 8 trades. And then I just did it. I went through a 30 trade spreadsheet. So the way I'm going to use that, truthfully, is I might, get 1 or 2 trades off the Harmonic Scanner, but they got to be good trades. When I'm trading with Dr. K, I love Dr. K, right? But no matter what her TP is, I might just do 10. Well, not might. I'm just doing 10 pips because I have my goal. So, I'm going to get on with Dr. K. I'm a 10 pip. Boom, that's 1 trade. I'm a get onto the ECC 11 with Vibrata, and I might find a trade there. Boom, that's 2 trades. I might get onto the Harmonic Scanner, find 2 trades there during the week. That's 4 trades. And then, I'm just only looking to do 7 trades. That's it. 70 pips, 7 trades. And I know this works because when we came in, I promise y'all, Dr. K and our entire team, we traded 3 times a week. We did 10 pips every time. And that's it. We caught 30 pips a week. No more, no less. 30 pips a week. And off of 30 pips, I took a $50 account and grew it to $5,000. And I think it was 3-4 weeks. It was ridiculous. But every morning we only did 10 pips. And so that's for me how I'm mapping it out. What I would encourage you guys when it comes to the trading is to have a real game plan when you're showing up on the charts. Know what you want to do with your money. To be even more I'm going to step on a few toes. If you're that person and you're here and you're trying to grow a $50 account or a $100 account to $10,000, you got to get over yourself. It don't work like that. You have to be willing to deposit money into that account. It's like going to Vegas. If you go to Vegas, you got options. You can go to the craps table where it's $5 a hand, or the blackjack table where it's $5 a hand to play. And when you win, guess what? You're going to win $5. Or you can go to the big boy table where it's $100 a hand to play. And when you win, guess what you're going to win? $100. So you got to think of your trading just like that, right? What type of account is my trading account? Is it a little baby account or is it a big account? And if it is a baby account, here's how you grow. Here's how you grow that baby account. And I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with having a baby account, but I think too many people too often stress themselves out because they want to. Too many people too often stress themselves out because they're trying to grow these small accounts. So if you do have a small account, the way I'm looking at it or the way I'm coming into the game is week 1, I got my $50 account. I might go through the spreadsheet, right? So truthfully, I might go through the spreadsheet and then let's see if I can find it real quick. You guys may not be able to see this. You guys won't be able to see this, but I'm going to just call the numbers out real quick. So week 1, I'm going through the spreadsheet, right? And after my 7 trades, let me type in $50. After my 7 trades at $50, my account is now at $97, right? Now, everybody may not be excited about that. But for me, I'm excited about it because what's going to happen is at the end of week 1, right? I've done my 7 trades. I'm in the game. And the goal is to grow this, right? At the end of 30 trades on a $50 account, your goal is $872, which I think that's great to make that in 4 weeks, part-time. So anywho, this is how I'm growing my account. So at the end of week 1, I think for the most part, everybody may have $20 laying around, $30 laying around, $50, $100. And so I took a Dave Ramsey course. And when I went to this course, this was years ago when I was back living in England, and I took this course. And one of the things he taught me is how your money should have a job. Like every dollar that comes into your bank account, it should have a job or a responsibility, whether that's groceries, bills, like something. Like you should never have money that's just like sitting. Like if you got money that's sitting, it doesn't have a job, because your money is your slave. Like your money is your little soldiers, and you got to send them out to work every week, every 2 weeks, every month, whenever you get paid. So I say that to say, at the end of week 1, we've grown our account to $97. We got, let's just say we got, another $30 just sitting around, not doing nothing. Well, I'm going to add that $30. I'm going to actually add $33 just to, for easy math. And now going into week 2, my account is at $130. Now my game plan doesn't change. I'm still only looking to do 8 trades, right, at the end of that week, at the end of week 2. So now at the end of week 2, we've grown our account. We've done our 8 trades. We've now grown our account. We're at 208. So you'll be right around. So at the end of week 2, once you hit your 8 trades, you're now right around $238, right? So now going into the week, I might be excited. My confidence is up. I'm not over leveraging. I may just say, you know what, forget it. I'm going to throw, $60 in my account at the end of this week. And so now I throw $60 on top of this, or $62. And now my account's at $300 going into week 3. And so I'm doing this and I'm doing this. And long story short, guys, as you keep doing this, even though your goal was to have $872 by the end of this 30 trade run, you may end up having, who knows, over $1,500 in that account, because you allowed yourself to, because you invested in yourself. And so I know this is not like the popular conversation, but I just think it's important for people to understand that trading does work. You have to work it. And this is an investment. Like the point of what we're doing here is to be able to create, income and then take these liquid assets and go put them back into hard assets. That's a conversation that Dr. Jewel and I talk about a lot. And so does Dr. K and I as well. And so I just want you guys to come into this thing with the mindset of, I'm going to invest into me. My money's going to have a job, and I'm going to, I'm going to do what I got to do to grow my small account. Just because you have a small account right now today, that doesn't mean you're going to have a small account every day, and you're not going to grow that small account by hitting home runs. That's not how you grow your account. That's not how you get to the next level. It just doesn't work that way. The way you're going to grow that small account is by being disciplined, having a trading plan, risk management, having a trading style that you stick to, whether that's the Harmonic Scanner, trading with Dr. K, trading with Lee Allen, doing pivots, whatever you're doing, just stick to it, and then just have that goal of 10 pips. And I know it's going to be hard, especially when man, this one's going to go. This trade is going to go. Listen, detach yourself from the charts. Detach yourself from the trades. It doesn't matter how far a trade moves and how far a trade goes. You're just here to make money. That's it. Like, you got to look at these charts like, I ain't here to make friends with NZDJPY. People be hollering about, oh, that's my favorite pair. I love this. Or I don't trade that pair. Like, I hate that phrase of like, oh, I don't trade that pair. No, like, you're just here to make money. Trade what makes money. That's it. And so that, I know that was a really, 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 really long answer. But that's how my thought process is when it comes to trading. I've missed a lot of comments. I'm sorry, y'all. But that's it, man. Like, that's really it. Like, you guys have the ability to unmute yourselves. If you guys want to unmute yourself and ask any questions, I'm here. A few things that I do want to make sure I touch on before I pass it over to any other leaders. But guys, happening in Atlanta this weekend, February 7th, February 8th. Dr. Chani Bethany is putting on an amazing event. She's having Christopher Terry come out. She has other leaders like Garrett Roberts, Chad Thompson, and I've been blessed to hang out with these leaders behind the scenes. And I assure you, you want to get to this event. And I'm not just saying that because, you know, like we're friends and, you know, we're trading together. That's not why I'm saying it. This is why I think it's important for you guys to get to the event. Because if you're serious about your network marketing business, the way you build these businesses, like a kid asked me the other day for some advice, and I told him the way we've been able to create six figures is just getting to events. Because the way you build your business is event to event. It's not about how good you are, but it's about how great you can make. Hold on, I lost you guys. Somebody shared the screen. Appreciate you for sharing the screen, but I done lost y'all. Hold on 1 second, y'all. But it's not about how good you are, but it's about how great you can make 500 other people. There we go. All right, if you guys want to share that again, you can. But it's about how great you can make, you know, if your goal is to go platinum 600, it's about how great you can help 12 other people become. If your goal is to go platinum 1000, it's about how great you can help 30 other people come. If you want to go chairman, it's about how great you can help, you know, 500 other people become. And the way you do that is you guys got to get to events, man. A lot of people sleep on events. A lot of people don't want to go because they think, oh, it's just about building or it's just about this. But what it takes to build a successful business a successful trading account on the trading side is the same thing that it takes to build a successful business on the building side. So the information you get from the building side is going to also help propel you on the trading side as well. Laws of success are just laws of success. It doesn't matter what you're doing. The laws are the same. So we have that coming up February 7th, February 8th, guys. And then we also have, and it's almost sold out. Friday night is almost sold out. That's the trading night. You definitely want to be there for that. And what else do we have? London. Obviously, we have London at the end of this month. So if you're going to London, that's definitely the place to be for sure. And the same thing applies to everything I just said about this weekend's event applies to the London event as well. The people that are really, really killing this thing are the ones that are not just going to events, but they're getting their team to events as well, because that's the secret sauce. Like the secret sauce really is belief. Like that's the secret sauce. It's belief. And I'm not going to get into that conversation, but when you start to believe in not just the company, but you also start to believe, because what happens when you go to events, you get belief in the company, and then you also start believing in the industry. But more importantly, you believe in yourself because you start to see other people like you that's making it happen and that's doing it. You know, whether that's trading or building the business or both. But that's why you want to get to these events, because you want to increase your belief. The bigger your belief, the bigger your success. Houghton Bugg said it. He said, if I was to do it all over again, I just would believe much bigger, much faster. And I didn't understand that until I went to my first Bob Proctor event, and I understood after that event how important belief is. And I've been getting preached about belief my entire life, but I never knew how to really truly apply it to my life outside of just saying walk by faith. But guys, it's important for you guys to get to these events because you're going to grow bigger than just trading, bigger than just network marketing, but you're going to begin to grow as a person, and your lifestyle, your paradigm, everything is going to start to shift. So what I want to do, I know we've been on for a minute. I wasn't planning on holding you guys this long. Sometimes I just talk. So please forgive me, but I definitely want to open it up to any other leaders that's on this call that may have anything that they want to push out and say. Guys, the lines are unmuted. You pop up. If anybody has anything they want to say and share, the floor is yours. I see we got a few chairmen on here. We got my man Anthony in the building. Sean James is here. I'm trying to go through the list real quick and see.
Chairman Jazz.
Mr. Sean James, what's going on, my man?
Training, sir. Always excellent. You always inspire me and bring my belief level tenfold. So, man, appreciate you. Thank you for taking time out and just sharing your sauce.
Man, you know the feeling's mutual. I appreciate you, man. Thank you so much for the kind words. Sir, the floor is yours. The floor is yours for sure.
No, I'm good. There's some other ones out there that need to talk.
Hey, Jazz, it's Carl. How you doing, brother?
What's going on, good sir? I'm blessed. Congratulations on all your success, man. Let me hold something. I see you over there killing the game. The floor is yours, good sir.
Stop playing, man. Guys, I truly enjoyed the call today. Awesome call on the Harmonic Scanner training. We're going to be having a major event. I know as Jazz was already stating, wanted to make sure that we're building from event to event, and really just being consistent and applying pressure. So on Tuesday, February the 11th, in Virginia Beach, Virginia, Dr. China Bethley, Chairman 50 and here in Iron Master Academy, will be coming to Virginia Beach, Virginia on Tuesday, February the 11th. We're 7 days away. So as soon as we leave Atlanta on that Saturday, a couple days later, Dr. Bethley will be in Virginia. So anyone that would like to attend, the event will start at 7. Doors open at 7. And the show, Yes to Fork event, will start at 7:30 p.m. So we hope to see each and every one of you also in Virginia. Thank you.
I love it. Thank you. Anybody else? I see we got a few leaders. Anybody else has anything before we close this call out today? I don't want to leave nobody out.
Hey, Jazz, how you doing? Good morning. Can you hear me?
Hey. Yes, ma'am. I can hear you loud and clear. How you doing?
I am awesome. Thank you so much for breaking down the Harmonic Scanner. Guys, I promise you, that was my first love. And we need to bring that back. We need to fall in love with the product. And I like how you added the cloud from what we're learning with Dr. K. So we're taking strategies that we're learning and go live, and we're putting it with the actual tools. So you broke it down, very simplistic. Absolutely love it. And again, guys, I'm here in Atlanta, Georgia. So we await you. Can't wait to see your faces. Make sure y'all come with your battery charge, your extra batteries, your phone, your tripods, because you're going to want to get some footage, take plenty of pictures. This is the pre-launch before London. So we await you guys. Get here safely. God bless.
Boom. I love it. Y'all getting me excited. I'm ready. So guys, listen, happy Monday to each and every one of you guys. I just want to make sure, Dr. K, you don't have anything. Dwayne.
I want to say great call. I appreciate you as always, the hardest working chairman I have. Thank you so much for all your knowledge and stuff that you've done. And guys, make sure that you get to Atlanta and everything. I know my schedule's been real busy. I plan on being there this weekend. And you do build from event to event. And I love the fact that everybody's getting this skill set, in order to build legacies within your family, in order to be able to prosper. Never always study to show yourself approved. I really appreciate Jazz getting on here, doing what he do, keeping you connected to the products and everything. And that's our whole goal, is to show you how to make money work for you. But I like how he said, my money is a job. I'm giving my money a job. So I'm start using that. I like that. So from here on out, I don't have a favorite pair. Everybody works for me. So thank you so much, Jazz. Great call this morning.
Boom. Thank you so much, Dr. K. We really appreciate your leadership and everything that you bring to the team, the family, on the court, off the court. And so, guys, we've been on for an hour. I know we went over. The recording is being recorded. Just as soon as I get it, I'll send it out to all the leaders. So please reach out to your chairman leader, and because I'll post the recording in the chairman leadership chat. So please reach out to your chairman leaders for the recording. And yeah, man, we really appreciate each and every one of you guys. Thank you guys so much. Let's make 2020 a phenomenal year. You guys be extremely blessed, and we'll see you guys tomorrow. Same time, same energy, same everything, guys. Have a blessed week. You guys have a good one.
Thank you, Jazz, bro.
I love you, bro. Appreciate it, man.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Dr.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you, guys.
Awesome.